No, you did not.
Show your own.
No. Can you guys calm down? Are you serious?
Rufai, you are having your own.
I can't believe this man did this to me this morning.
Thank you.
You actually checked me up for a whole month. I don't think I have laughed this much. Thank you very much for making me laugh. Relax yourself. Rufai on fire. I've missed you all. You guys have been doing so. Production crew, don't worry. Lunch is on me.
They are asking for their own.
Yes, I already know that. Lunch is on me. And thank you all for, checking up on me. It wasn't so easy. Yes, it wasn't so easy the whole month. I would like to thank Annie and, of course, our favorite Naija wife. Meanwhile, the family of Nigerian Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti accepted Fela's historic Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award on Saturday. Fela's daughter, Yeni Kuti, and grandson, Made Kuti, were among family members who attended the ceremony to receive the posthumous award nearly 3 decades after the music icon's death in 1997, making him the first African to receive the honor. During her acceptance speech, Yeni described the recognition as better late than never, noting that despite her father's global influence inspiring artists like Beyonce, Paul McCartney, and Tom York, he was never nominated for a Grammy during his lifetime. All right, Fela was honored alongside other music legends, including Whitney Houston, Chaka Khan, Cher, and Paul Simon at the special ceremony. Well, congratulations to the Kuti family on this well-deserved recognition. Well, meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu, in a statement on Sunday, praised the late Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti, describing him as more than a musician. Following his historic Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, Tinubu called Fela a fearless voice of the people, a philosopher of freedom, and a revolutionary voice whose music confronted injustice and reshaped global sound. The president noted that Fela's courage, creativity, and conviction defined a generation and continue to inspire the world. Well, Tinubu also stated, and I quote, "In Yoruba mythology, Fela has transcended to a higher plane as an Orisha. He is now eternal." Fela died at the age of 58. He released 50 albums fusing jazz, funk, and traditional Yoruba music with politically charged lyrics that challenge military rule and corruption. All right, Rufai, Grammy is the biggest night in music. Rapper Kendrick Lamar took home 5 trophies, including Record of the Year for his hit song Luther. Africa's biggest stars graced the red carpet at the Grammys, including, like we said earlier, Davido and Tyler, who won Best African Artist. Ira Star and Omar Leah wanted to feature our stars on the red carpet. But again, huge congratulations to the Kuti family, really.
Yeah. See, I'm happy that the music establishment is now recognizing the role of Fela in society. Every society needs a Fela. He stood against the establishment, stood for the truth, stood for justice. Then he was not celebrated. Governments will normally imprison Fela, but today those governments are celebrating Fela because it shows that Fela lived way ahead of his time. It was eternal. The things he talked about then are still resonating today. Indeed, like his name goes, Anikulapo. He's already had debt in his pouch. Yeah, debt took him early, but he has debt in his pouch and he's achieved so much. Abamieda, he's a rare kind of being.
Yes.
That's it. Oti Dorisha, Nsi Abamieda, Orisha, Anikulapo Kuti. And we can't just celebrate it. And also, another person celebrated on that historical list in the Grammys Lifetime Achievement Award is Paul Simon.
Can we have Fela's visuals, please? We're talking about Fela.
Paul Simon did one of the greatest things in music history. He released the album Graceland as one of the best musical albums ever produced. And it is good that he's been celebrated 40 years in 2026 after Graceland was released. And it just shows the strength. Other people like Cher and other people there, Chaka Khan, goodness me, Whitney Houston,
yeah.
Absolutely. No other company is more deserving of someone like great Fela with all these great people.
Huge congratulations again to the Kuti family. At least Nigeria did not carry last at the 68th Grammy Awards in Los Angeles, California. Dr. Abati, we have discussed the Grammys at length. So, I mean, if you can also just tie this in together. Meanwhile, in a sad development, the Nigerian music community is mourning the tragic death of 25-year-old Abuja-based singer Ifunanya Nwangene, popularly known as Nanyah Music, who died from a snake bite at her home in the early hours of Saturday. Well, according to reports, the rising star was bitten by a snake at her residence and was rushed to 2 hospitals in search of treatment. Tragically, no anti-venom was available at either facility, and she succumbed to the bite. Nanyah had gained viral fame for her rendition of the UEFA Champions League anthem and had appeared on The Voice Nigeria, where she showcased her exceptional vocal talent. Well, here is a special rendition of soprano singer Sarah Brightman's Time to Say Goodbye. May her soul rest in peace. Well, tributes have poured in across social media, with thousands of fans sharing videos of her performances and expressing shock at the sudden loss. The incident has reignited concerns about the lack of anti-venom supplies at Nigerian hospitals. Our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and fans of Nanyah music. May her soul rest in peace. Dr. Abat.
Well, very quickly, very sad, very tragic for an accident to occur in the home and you get attacked by a cobra in your own home. And this is a very talented person, a soprano, with the Amemuso Choir in Abuja. We commiserate with her family, with members of the Amemuso Choir. Now, since the incident, some other persons have shared their experiences. A person like, I think, Dr. Uche Nwora, who had a similar experience, but he had taken some precautions, and then his own experience didn't end tragically, which is that, toilets in homes, particularly for persons living on the ground floor, he was advising that seat covers should always be left covered. The plumbing system should have non-return valves or devices, so that things can only go out through the sewage system, not that they will come back. In his own experience, he said, look, a snake came through, the plumbing system in the home, and then regular fumigation in houses. In other words, I'm saying there are lessons that we can learn from this. Meanwhile, the Federal Medical Center, to which she was rushed for medical attention, has denied any form of negligence, saying that they tried their best. It's just that this happened. Most unfortunate. On Fela, just one word. Now, one of the things about artistry is, your distinction is also defined when you reach a level where you are recognized by just one name. Mozart, Chopin, Shakespeare, and all such people, you become so distinguished. Yeah. Even philosophers, Plato, Socrates, you won't need a surname because your work is so distinguished that your name is enough to gain that global stature. And in Fela's case, it was an avatar, a global avatar, a man who was true to his heart and a man who continues to inspire people. As Konye Nwabogo was saying yesterday in a cover story in Disney Style, where she listed all that you may consider children of Fela, not just in Nigeria, but across the world.
All right. I
recommend that piece in Disney Style yesterday.
Thank you, Dr. Abati, for that well-rounded summary. Again, may her soul rest in peace. I mean, that was a really, really sad story. Now, just to such a rising star dying from a snake bite. Really unfortunate. Well, let's take another story now. 2 viral videos have reignited conversations around child marriage this weekend, sparking widespread backlash on social media. The first video, which has garnered over 450,000 views on TikTok, appeared to show the marriage ceremony of a Nupe man to a young girl. The footage shows a very young girl dancing and getting sprayed during what seemed to be her own wedding ceremony. However, a follow-up video clarified that the young girl was actually the man's niece, not his bride, with the actual wife being an older woman seen during the marriage rites, as you can see in that video. Well, the second video, which resurfaced from the Music Association